This weekend, the Czechs are electing a new parliament. That's 2 p.m. sharp. Voting ended in the Czech Republic for the Chamber of Deputies, which will decide the composition of the future government. The favorite is the current opposition ANO movement of former Prime Minister Andrej Babiš. It was difficult because this time I voted for a completely different party, but I think I made the right decision. I hope that someone who cares about the Czech Republic, but also about our allies, will come to power. I hope that some parties with democratic views will be able to form an efficient government. Babiš, whose ANO party led with a double-digit lead in most polls, was prime minister from 2017 to 2021 and is an ally of Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán in the Patriots for Europe group in the European Parliament. Like Orbán, Babiš is reluctant to provide aid to Ukraine. I would like to ask our voters not to feel that we have already won, that our victory is a foregone conclusion, because we can easily lose. That is why I ask them all to go to the polls and vote for us, because it is very important. The Czechs, like Poland, experienced a sharp rise in inflation after the global pandemic and Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022, and are slowly recovering from one of the largest declines in real income in Europe. Pensioners are in the worst situation. I'm a bit of a pessimist from the older generation, so I've been through a lot. I know a lot. I have my own experiences. I would say that I am tired of these politics. Many voters expressed concerns about a political shift towards the east. These are very important elections because there are many extremist parties that could come to power, which is quite dangerous. So it is very important that we vote because we belong to the West, and I don't want us to move towards the east. Mr. Fiala convinced me in the recent debates. Mr. Babiš seemed a bit tired to me. He wasn't as active and energetic in his opinions and persuasion. In recent months, several corruption scandals have damaged Prime Minister Petr Fiala's Spolu coalition and its liberal allies, who during the last term focused on gradually reducing the budget deficit. I expect that people will finally come to their senses and choose the lesser evil, because in my opinion, the path to the east is definitely not the right one, and we should instead start focusing more on the issues that are most important to us, such as freedom. It is rather unlikely that any party will win an outright majority. Polls indicate that the largest party will lead talks on forming a coalition or provide support for a minority cabinet. Forming a government will certainly be very difficult because the parties are divided after this campaign. They defined themselves in opposition to each other, and unfortunately, this applied to both the current ruling coalition and the opposition, so building bridges over these trenches will not be easy. Immediately after the polling stations closed, the counting of votes began. Sociologists warn that the initial data from unofficial results should be treated with caution. In the last election, the margin of victory was only 0.6%. 4 years ago, the ANO movement was also the favorite to win the vote, but ultimately lost to the center-right Spolu coalition, which formed the government.